soon as you close the door, turn the lights off. You know what it's hitting for. Girl, I might just give you what.
What's up, what's going on? It's Tastepink and I'm back with this super sexy fine apple braidless crochet look. It's super easy, very affordable, and I'm using the 2x jumbo Senegalese twist by Shake and Go. So I'm gonna give you guys a little bit more of the slay and we'll get right into it.
You got them lips like Kiki Palmer, not Kiki Palmer. That physical, that education, I go.
First, we're starting off with the moisture routine to help increase moisture retention, which is a big problem for type 4C natural hair. So I'm first going in with Supergirl. This is a hair gel that has placenta extract, vegetable protein, glycerin. It also has onion juice and a ton of other good things. And I like to part my hair and apply this directly to the scalp, sort of like a conditioning hair dress. And it's really about just supplying nutrients to the scalp as well as to the hair prior to the styling process. You guys know how I am. I'm trying to really grow my hair. And so I'm also using my ultra hydrating oil mixture. This stuff is it, sis. If nothing else, you need to be making this DIY oil. I'll have it linked in the card section. This is honestly what I believe has helped growing my hair along with my whipped shea butter. But I'm just going to massage this into the scalp and really work it in to distribute it throughout. Now we want to slick down the hair for maximum hold, so I'm using the Got To Be Glam Force Sculpting Gel. This is one of my faves. I'm going to use a good amount, but I'm not going to use too much because using too much can revert the hair. This is just about getting our hair to flow into like the direction that we want it to go. So you just want to help get a grip on the hair because I got a lot of hair going on right now. And so I'm brushing it upward. And I really want that ponytail to sit right above the ear. So it's like right on the top of my head because I want a super high puff. I don't want it to be shy, timid. I want it to be bold. It's going to be right at the front of my head. And so next I'm going in with my DIY whipped shea butter, which is also everything, and I'll have the tutorial linked in the description box as well as in the card section. But this is super creamy. It's packed with essential oils. Again, it also has glycerin, so I'm really supplying that moisture to the ends of my hair. This is the oldest part of the hair, and I definitely want to make sure that I'm packing in the moisture before I twist the hair all the way down. And then I'm going to add a little bit more of that ultra hydrating oil mixture to the ends of my hair before we wrap the twist into a little bun. Now I'm using the Style Factor Edge Booster. This is everything for me. It works perfectly. The biggest thing about this is that you have to let it set. Well, that's what I do. And I feel like it's super effective. It holds my hair into place and it's not something that feels super heavy on the hair. Now I'm taking a sand neck strip and I'm just going to wrap this around the perimeter hairline and then use a satin scarf, and I'll let this go for about 15 to 30 minutes because we're going to move on to the next step, which is creating our little ponytail.
So grateful. So I made you guys a little treat.
To achieve this look, I'm going to take one jumbo Senegalese twist and I'm going to open up the loop. And you want to loop the hair around the scrunchie twice. You don't want to loop the scrunchie around the hair because you want to be able to have full range and flexibility of your scrunchie so you can wrap it around the natural hair of your bun. So you guys can see it's super simple. I'm locking it twice and securing it so that when we unravel it, we don't have to worry about it coming undone. It's secured onto the scrunchie, and then you don't have to crochet hair onto your bun. And this actually acts as like a barrier, so when you do crochet hair, you kind of are protecting your hair. And if you're scared about cutting your hair, girl, you're good to go. You don't even have to worry about it. So I'm just wrapping this around my natural hair. Take your time. You may want to use more. I believe I used about 7 to 8 twists, and I'm just pinning it down. And I'm going to start working on trimming the twist at the pre-loop so we can cut the hair in half and it's pretty easy. Work at the pre-loop first and then gently pull the twist apart. Now if you want to, separate the twist further, just know that it's going to add a little bit more texture and a little bit more frizz. So I'm going in with my latch hook and I'm just going to start crocheting. Now if you're again concerned about cutting your hair, I have a ton of videos showing how I remove my braidless crochet, but if you need to, you can use a hairnet, which I will show a video in the description box where you guys can see to use a net to protect your hair. But this is super simple. I'm just securing the hair in place using 2 knots. And I want to say that with this, I used about 3 packs of hair. I just had random hair laying around, so I think about 3 packs is sufficient. But the more that you separate the twist, it's going to create that frizz. So if you want more definition, buy more packs of hair. If you're okay with frizz and a little bit more texture and a little bit more volume, then 3 packs should be perfect for you. Now I'm also crocheting here onto the bun itself. Again, I said that this is going to act as a protective barrier, so you don't have to worry about cutting your hair when you take this section down, and it makes it so much easier. To my girls or guys who may struggle with alopecia, you may have a little bit of hair loss or thinning, this is a really good style because it covers the very front perimeter and even the sides based on how you shape it. See, I'm always giving you guys little gems. I hope you guys are taking notes. It's time to slay. I'm really targeting all your concerns. I hear you guys. I listen. As you move along, you definitely want to clip away the hair before you begin working on a new section. This is so you can see you have full clearance. You can see where you want to crochet, where you want to add the volume. Try not to put too much tension on your hair. Again, I really focused on detangling my hair. If your hair is not detangled, it's going to create a huge problem that can also cause a lot of breakage. Now this is where I started using the color T530. I've been using the color T30 just to move through, but okay, here's where I kind of got a little too crazy. I should have focused on integrating the colors, like crocheting in T30 and then T530. But I separated them and I did one section with T30 and then another section with T530, which I do not recommend, sis. Don't break it down into sections, just really mix it up. You guys will see that I'm going to have to go in and correct what I did, which is super easy to do. So like here is where I realized that I wasn't really feeling the look of this, so I'm going in to correct my mistakes. It happens. And again, I'm just going in with the color T30 because the color T530 is very vibrant, it's very bold, so you do not need a lot. I believe I had about 10 to 12 twists. However, I did not use all of them. Definitely be careful when you're crocheting that color in. Okay, so now I'm going in with the Giovanni foaming styling mousse. I really like this for that really helps to remove the excess shed hairs or the hairs that are just like left laying on the puff. So it makes a neater look and it can help define the curls if you maneuver it correctly. Next, I'm going in with my hair shears because I want to trim up the outer layers just to make sure it's super neat. And that's all. I didn't have to trim too much. It's all about how you lay the hair. I didn't have to use any extra bobby pins. This hair is really on point with keeping its shape, but I did want to show you guys a little nighttime routine so you know how to take care of your high puff and make it last. This can work anywhere from like 1.5 weeks to 2.5 weeks. I definitely don't recommend longer because of the use of the gel throughout the style, so keep that in mind. But I'm gonna let you get into the slayage. Be sure to subscribe, meet me in the comments section, turn your notifications on, and I hope to see you in the next one.